We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Mets and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Spencer Howard is ready to go as he's on the mound for the Phils. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Now at the plate, Starling Marte. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come into this one off a loss that finally snapped what was a long winning streak.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that one-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. Last night was a good one for him as he turned in a 4-for-5 effort. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Howard has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest, because he tends to eat up innings all by himself.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
Weekly hit towards first. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. Here's the first pitch to him. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Mets. It's the Mets 0, Phillies coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Marcus Stroman, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's had a really solid season, and what shows me that more than anything, solid 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, and if he continues to do that, he'll pitch really well in this one.
At the plate, A.J. Pollock. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder, A.J.
The pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Batting second, the third baseman, Neil Walker.
Here's Neil Walker. Head-to-head history with Marcus Stroman. He's just 2 for 12. He also has 1 home run. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Batting third, the right fielder,
Stepping in, Bryce Harper. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. As a look, now the pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Marte going back, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A 2-run home run here for Bryce Harper. Something I thought we'd never see. 100 on the season as the Phillies have taken a 2-0 lead. And we'll take one more look at the big one. 100 home runs in a season. Can you believe it? And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matt. You know what, Dior? You got to give this team a lot of credit. They're on the outside looking in on the postseason picture, but boy, they're playing out the string and they're playing out well. They're going to play this thing all the way to the end of the season.
You know, Dan, I can't speak for the pitcher side of it, but I have never been on a team, win, lose, or draw, whether I was going to the postseason or not, that had players that gave away at bats. You just will not see it at this level.
Now the 2-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Still only one out in the inning. And he looks at a sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. Grion is considered one of the best defensive catchers in the game today. He often gets praise for his work behind the plate, and I know a lot of pitchers have made it clear that his presence back there adds a level of comfort that not many others can replicate.
And Matty, I don't know if he's always good.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. But the fighting strike for a pair, both coming on this 2-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 2-0 Philly. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Matt, I am hearing that heavier rain is expected to pass through the ballpark at some point later in the game. The umpiring crew would, of course, like to get this one in uninterrupted, but it is possible that we could be looking at some sort of a delay if they determine the weather is impacting the play on the field.
All right, Heidi, thanks. We'll hope for the best, of course, but guys, you have to assume these players are probably going to be impacted by this weather at least a little.
Yeah, Matty, 100% it's going to be bothersome. They're going to have to watch their spikes. They're going to have to maybe gather themselves to get that extra grip on the baseball. But from a position player standpoint, you just can't lose focus. Starting pitchers are the ones that are going to have the most problems with it.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
So now to the plate, Michael Conforto, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
Dominic Smith is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Well located fastball right there. If he can continue to do that, he'll pitch deep into this one.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Striding in, Bryson Stott. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
The shortstop, Bryson.
First delivery to him on the way. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. Swing and a line drive, but this will land foul as he didn't miss by much. Here's the 1-1 pitch.
That's ball 2.
Yeah, he just isn't that sharp on the mound right now. Had a rough start in the first inning, and now he's falling behind out of the gate here in the second. Some adjustments need to be made, and fast.
To 2-2 now.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Liner towards second, but this is going to be hauled in out there at second base for out number 2. Digging in, Roman Quinn comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt, and particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
The 2-1 is laid off of for ball number 3.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Batting it, the third baseman, Eduardo Nunez.
Into the box now, Eduardo Nunez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 3 homers, and he's driven in 24. And this is taken for the out. So striding forward now, Marcus Stroman. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Marcus Stroman goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Here's Starling Marte as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1.
If he doesn't shorten his swing up right there, there's no chance he keeps his bat back.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it. The throw home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
You know, D-Row, you know you've been a pretty productive player when you can collect 500 runs batted in your career. With that base hit right there, that's RBI number 500.
Yeah, it's a testament not only to this guy's talent, but his work ethic. The ability to stay healthy, stay on the field, and be productive. 500 RBIs is a lot of runs batted in.
He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Phillies 2 and the Mets 1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and set to stand in as the rookie pitcher, Spencer Howard. First offering on its way.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0. Hit on the ground to short. Rosario brings it in. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close.
Now batting, center fielder.
Ready for another chance? A.J. Pollock. He flew out in his last at-bat. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Smith will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, third base.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native, the left-handed bat of Neil Walker. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1.
2-out lightning definitely applies to this offense. If this 2-hole hitter can get on, they could start something serious.
The 1-1 home. This is on the ground over to first. Speared on the dive. Wow. Another look at the fine play at first that concludes matters here in the inning. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. So here's Jeff McNeil.
Leading off with the Mets, the second baseman.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit out towards second. Reined in. And safe at first on a bang-bang play, as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
So here's Pete Alonso, runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel in that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball. There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Stepping in now, Michael Conforto. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Lined into right, a base hit. And no sense risking anything here, as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Left field.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Dominic Smith will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate
and he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Gone! It's a grand slam. So one swing and he unloads the bases on that one. 4th home run for him on the season, and just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Grand Slam's got to fire you up right here. Not only just an unbelievable at-bat, but 4 stakes to boot to give your team the lead. Couldn't be more fired up.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos.
The catcher.
As he'll take a look at ball 1.
Boy, it's hard to let a grand slam go, but the only silver lining is now that you're working with a clean slate. Nobody on, nobody out. Got to treat it like it's a fresh inning.
4 runs here in this half inning. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
Hey, after the double at his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
The struggles continue, but that happens when you're not able to locate your secondary pitches. You become a one-pitch pitcher. He needs to start to get those secondary pitches over really fast.
Throw in time at first. A nice play in short right for the first out.
Good range shown off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
Eduardo Nunez is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. And he lays off the breaking ball there as he moves ahead to 2-1. Now here's the pitch.
I got to count 2-2.
And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
Well, no one really likes getting plunked by a pitch, but as long as it doesn't do too much damage, most guys will take it any day. A free pass can be a big deal if the guys behind you can make it hurt for the pitcher.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Howard is there, and he has it for the out.
The center fielder, number 2, Starling.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Starling Marte. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. 1-0 the count. 2 balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge,
and he's into second safely with a stolen base.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
Pitch popped up. Hoskins in foul ground, and that retires the side. But the damage has been done. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th, and that will bring up Bryce Harper. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch, and this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's
high in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Marte going back into the shrubbery and gone. A solo home run off the bat of Bryce Harper. His second home run of the game, and it's a 5-3 game now.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now here's the pitch. Hoskins, a California-born ball player. He was a 5th-round pick during the 2014 draft.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
Grounded down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
That's his 2nd strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
To the plate now, Davy Grion, as he will swing at the first pitch and line this one into left center, and that's going to get down for extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. Well, fans love a lot of offense, and that's what they're getting here, Dan.
You said it, Matty. That's 10 hits in this game between the 2 teams already. Got to tell you, as a pitcher, this is a little painful for me to watch.
He was a strikeout victim in his first try. On the ground to the left side. And that's through into left, a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Standing in now, Phil Gosselin. And he takes ball 1. So far this season with runners in scoring position, Gosselin carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. That evens it up 1-1. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Line drive to left. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
The left fielder, number 24, Roman.
At the plate, Roman Quinn. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
The 1-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
And there's the first strike, 2-1.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
All even now, 2-2. Stott over at second. Gosselin is over at first with 1 away. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Another full count pitch home. He loses him on ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
So stepping in, Spencer Howard, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. From the stretch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
You put yourself in this situation, you got to get yourself out of it. You got the pitcher at the plate, 2-0 count. You got to take your chances and throw something middle of the plate.
Ball even at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Boy, this fourth inning has really been a struggle for him. Nothing seems to be going his way right now.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
The center fielder, number 11, A.J.
Now at the plate, A.J. Pollock. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Yeah, give me the same at bat. As you stride to the plate right here, give me the same execution. Just get something in the air. You got a chance to take the lead right here. Don't try and do any more.
Both teams with 6 hits so far. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Down the third baseline. And this scoots under his glove. Oh, what a time for that. 1 run scores. And they'll put the brakes on the runner at third, so the bases will remain loaded here with still only 1 away.
Boy, Dero, so close to getting the strikeout there. Needed to make 1 more pitch and didn't throw a good enough breaking ball there with 2 strikes.
Yeah, and that's what you pray for from an offensive standpoint. You try and pick up that red spinning dot that constitutes slider coming in there, and then you hope it doesn't fall off the table. He was able to get himself inside that baseball and get a ribby hit.
Jerry Familia answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. In now, Neil Walker. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. In the air now out to left field. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. So some real problems out there at that time as it'll wind up in E7. So digging in now, Bryce Harper already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in 1 game. His last at bat is 2nd home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make or break moment in this game. When you're playing a first place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
High chopper over to the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Philadelphia is on top 7-5. New inning set to get underway, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Now batting, number 6.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. A ball and no strikes. 5 runs, 6 hits, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. Hard on the ground toward short. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting,
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
2-2 the count. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there because this...
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. A solo shot here to left. 29 home runs for him on the year, as it's now a one-run game, 7-6 now.
There are certain guys in every lineup that you do not want to beat you. And this guy right now is swinging the bat so well, I'm not giving him a chance to do anything. He's too hot right now.
Michael Conforto started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Right side hit hard. It's flagged down deep in the hole. Throw gets him there from short right field. A nice play, and that one ends the inning. Mets do get one back, though, on the solo home run. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's the Phillies 7 and the Mets 6. And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it was clear his guys were locked into their at-bats from the very first pitch. And that's something they emphasized in the pregame meetings. He's happy they got the message, as now they've gotten into the bullpen. And they put up some solid run production in the early part of this game.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading off for the Phillies.
Now batting, Rhys Hoskins. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th. From the stretch, here's the pitch. The 0-1 on its way.
1-1.
Hit hard to third. And a good throw gets him one gone. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Davy Grion. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Marte on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out. Now to the plate, Bryson Stott. A hit in 2 tries so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball 1. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Rolled slowly to first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they've done a nice job of keeping their swings inside the strike zone and not chasing after pitches they can't do much with. The numbers say their chase rate in this game is under 25%. And with a bunch of runs on the board right now, that could be a big reason why.
Thank you, Heidi. Dominic Smith will stand in yet again, and if you weren't with us earlier, let's take another look. This was back in the 4th inning with the bases loaded. A grand slam and definitely the big blow of the ball game so far. And Joe Girardi's going to get up off the dugout bench and confer at home plate, so we'll likely see a double switch here. Joe Kelly is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Ronald Torreyes is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that's going to land foul. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Into the box now, Eduardo Nunez. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1, here's the pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Hoskins grabs it cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. Down a run in a tight one. It's 7-6. So striding in, Phil Gosselin. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. He's set and the pitch. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
You know what that ugly swing tells me right there? This guy's got his good slider work, and that thing's got depth and bite.
Swing and a little blooper to center, and that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear.
Coming to the plate now, Roman Quinn. Here's the first pitch to him. Liner toward right center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. Thought about going for second, but instead now they've got him in a pickle. The tag by Ramos, and they got him at home plate. Ronald Torreyes the next to bat, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Torreyes is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Slow roller down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. In now, A.J. Pollock. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Smoked on the ground left side. And that's through into left field for a base hit. And a relay home, but not in time as he's across with the run.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-hard RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
So now to the plate, Neil Walker, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Counts even at 1-1 to Walker.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Walker lays off there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. Bryce Harper will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his 2nd home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down, runners at first and second. And there's ball 2 now.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's fallen behind in a count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone! A 3-run homer here for Bryce Harper. His 3rd home run of the ball game, as this is now a 5-run cushion.
Wow, you have a great night in hockey. You score 3 goals, and that's a hat trick. But how about hitting 3 home runs in one night? That's the baseball equivalent of a hat trick, and that's awfully hard to do.
Robert Gesellman, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
65, Robert Gesellman.
Digging in once again, Rhys Hoskins, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
First pitch of the at-bat. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and the inning continues. Now this will rattle up against the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most 2-base hits this year. And you can see there, they're just 1 place off the top spot in the NL in that category. Stepping in now, Davy Grion, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Got him fishing for that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Got to sit middle when a guy's trying to pitch around you. If he's going to give you first base, take it.
The 2-1 home. Popped him up. Alonso in foul ground. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Another good inning here for the Phillies, and the brotherly love is in abundance now. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. Robinson Cano is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Robinson Cano.
And here is strike one call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. 281 the average entering play. 10 home runs and 38 runs batted in.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else. He might go right exactly to the same spot.
And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Standing in, Starling Marte. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs, but they're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter give an at-bat away. You chip away and fight until that 27th out is made.
Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Number 6.
Boy, Dero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving. Hey, if this guy's able to execute that two-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get a few knots on some people's shins.
Tight spot. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Back to the fastball, but it's upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want
in the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made, and here comes the runner from third. And the run is in to score from third.
Up next for the net, the first baseman.
Into the box, Pete Alonso. He's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. Line drive to left. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
The right fielder, number 30.
Digging in, Michael Conforto. He was a ground-out victim last time up. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Pollock has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. It's the Phillies 11 and the Mets 8. Edwin Diaz gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 39, Edwin Diaz.
Didi Gregorius is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. Diaz playing here in his age 26 season. He was selected in the 3rd round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
2-0 count. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. The 2-1 home. fouled off. And he fouls this one off. Ready with another 2-2. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. Into the second deck and gone.
Next to Philadelphia, the second baseman.
At the plate now, Phil Gosselin.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Smith is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The left fielder, number 24.
Into the box now, Roman Quinn. He enters this at bat 1 for 2 with a walk. He's set. Here it comes. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. That's lifted the other way out to left. In there, a base hit.
Now batting, shortstop, Ronald Torreyes.
Standing in now, Ronald Torreyes, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Nope, ball 1. 1-0.
Runners on first with 1 down. 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
And the 2-1. And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now. A.J. Pollock waits on deck. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. Justin Wilson takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Mets, number 38, Justin.
A.J. Pollock will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0 home. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. Wilson has seen his role change with those 1-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. The 2-0 on the way. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3. On the ground is short. This could be 2. McNeil's got it for 1. On to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. Phillies will have to be content with just the 1. 8th inning coming up. The Phillies lead it 12-8. Sir Anthony Dominguez will take over on the mound now, and he'll in fact move back into the traditional number 9 spot in the lineup on the double switch. Didi Gregorius is the new shortstop as he stays in the game after entering as a pinch hitter. The windup and the 0-1. Popped him up. Walker is going to have plenty of room as he puts it away in front of the dugout for the first out of the inning.
The catcher, number 4.
Next for the Mets, Wilson Ramos. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss. 1 out, nobody on. A bouncer up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
The batter, the third baseman, Eduardo Nunez.
To the plate now, Eduardo Nunez. In the dirt here. And almost had him, but he's able to make it back to first safely. Runners on first with 1 down. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Quinn is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
Up next to the bat,
Jed Lowry will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. He'll enter play here at 293. Still without a home run and a dozen RBIs. 0-2 the count to Jed Lowry.
Aggressive swings out of him to start this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to use that aggressiveness and make him chase now.
Walker has room in foul territory. The next 0-2 is taken. That's ball 1. And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2.
When a pitcher's close,
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Mets leave 1. They trail. It's 12-8. Paul Sewald is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 51, Paul Sewald.
Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native, the left-handed bat of Neil Walker. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sent on the ground out to second. He's got it. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper. And he's shooting for history here as he's homered 3 times in this one.
talk about having a game of a lifetime. In his last at-bat, he hit his 3rd home run of the game. You know, walking up to the plate right now, he's thinking about hitting number 4.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 0-1 the count to Bryce Harper. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Popped him up. Ramos has a play. 2 down.
The first baseman,
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Full count now, 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Comes with the fastball, but it's outside for ball 4. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Davy Grion, man at first after the 2-out walk. High in the air and deep to left center field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. Hoskins isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. He'll score easily as they push the lead to 5 now.
Wow, that's a baker's dozen. 13 runs right there, and they can't do anything wrong at the plate. I'm no expert, but I would have to bet that the manager would love to save some of those runs for the next game. Regardless, there's some happy men in that dugout.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Pops this one up. Rosario over to his left, and that's the 3rd out. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Starling Marte. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Line drive to center field. Lands in for a base hit, and he's 3 for 5 in this one. The 9th inning's underway with a leadoff man aboard via the single.
Now batting.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
Into the box, Ahmed Rosario, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. That's by him for strike 1. Fouled away. Nobody out, runner on first. Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get 2. There's 1. Back to first. A 9th inning double play, and they're an out away from closing this one out.
Oh, man, that's just a backbreaker right there. You get the leadoff man to start the 9th, and you're looking pretty good, right? Not when the next guy bounces into a double play. We'll see if they can get the final out and wrap this thing up.
Jeff McNeil is at the plate as he takes a called strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And he'll make the final out to put an end to this one. And the Phillies have come back to even up this 4-game series at a game apiece as this one is over.
Well, folks, you've just witnessed a little bit of Major League Baseball history. That's win number 116. That's right, 116 on the season, tying them with the all-time record holders, the 2001 Mariners and the 1906 Cubs. It literally does not get any better than that.
13-8, the final score in this one. The Phils earn their 116th win, tops in the division. Spencer Howard wins his 3rd of the season. Marcus Stroman allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more